The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is not just about money. It's about behavior, emotions, and decisions around money. People think wealth is about math, but Housel proves it's about psychology. Money, it's the most common resource we all use every single day. But here's the big question. If everyone uses money, why do so few people actually master it? Why do we see teachers retiring as millionaires while lottery winners go broke in just a few years? The answer lies in psychology, not math. Welcome to this masterclass on Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. We're going to break down 20 timeless lessons about wealth, greed, happiness, risk, and freedom. And more importantly, we'll apply them to your life so you can start making smarter money choices right away. Part 1. No one's crazy about money. Let's start with a powerful truth. No one is crazy about money. Every decision you make with money is logical to you, even if it looks insane to someone else. Why? Because our financial decisions are shaped by our life experiences. Think about this. Someone who grew up during the Great Depression will treat every dollar with extreme caution. They'll save, they'll avoid debt, they'll hold on to cash. Meanwhile, someone who grew up during the booming tech era might see money as a tool for risk-taking, for investing aggressively in startups or crypto. Same world, same currency, totally different behaviors. Lesson: don't judge others for their financial choices, and don't copy someone blindly. Their experience is not yours. Part 2. Luck and risk. Here's a humbling lesson. Luck and risk play a bigger role in money than we like to admit. Take Bill Gates. He wasn't just brilliant. He also had rare access to a computer in 1968 when most schools didn't. That's luck. But think of his classmate, Kent Evans, just as brilliant, who tragically died young in a mountain accident. That's risk. Wealth is never 100% skill. It's skill plus luck. And loss is not always stupidity. It could just be bad luck. So what do we do with this knowledge? Be humble when successful, and be compassionate when others fail. Never assume someone who's rich is automatically a genius. And never think someone who failed is automatically foolish. Part 3. Never enough. Greed is the silent killer of wealth. Bernie Madoff had everything: status, millions, influence, but it wasn't enough. He craved more and destroyed everything. The lesson? Define your enough. Enough means you don't need to risk what you have for what you don't have. Ask yourself, if I double my income tomorrow, what would really change? At what point would chasing more actually cost me my peace, my family, or my happiness? Remember, wealth is what you don't see. The flashy lifestyle is often a cover for financial emptiness. Real wealth is quiet. Part 4. Compounding. Now, let's talk about the most powerful force in finance: compounding. Albert Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. But most people misunderstand it. Here's the best example: Warren Buffett. People think he's a genius investor, but here's the truth. He's been investing since age 10, and he's now in his 90s. Over 99% of his wealth came after his 50th birthday. That's the magic of compounding. Compounding is not about high returns. It's about long returns. Patience is the secret. Imagine planting a tree. For years, it's just a little stem. Then one day, it explodes into shade and fruit. That's money over decades. Lesson: the earlier you start, the less you need to do. Let time fight for you. Part 5. Getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two totally different skills. To get wealthy, you need optimism, courage, risk-taking. To stay wealthy, you need humility, caution, and paranoia. It's like climbing Mount Everest. Getting to the top is hard, but staying alive on the way down is even harder. The dot-com bubble of the 1990s created many paper millionaires. Most lost it all because they thought the party would never end. Lesson: survival is the ultimate financial goal. Build wealth with optimism. Protect it with humility. Part 6. Tails drive everything. Here's something shocking. In investing, only a few big wins drive most results. Amazon lost money for years, but one massive success turned it into a trillion-dollar company. In your portfolio, 10% of your investments may generate 90% of your wealth. That's normal. Lesson: don't quit after a few losses. Stay in the game long enough for the tail events, the home runs, to show up. Wealth is about endurance. Part 7. Freedom. Money's greatest value isn't buying things. It's buying freedom. The ultimate wealth is waking up and saying, I can do what I want today. Ask yourself, what do I really want money for? Is it to impress people or to control my time? A teacher who earns $60,000 but controls their schedule can be wealthier in freedom than a banker earning $300,000 but chained to 100-hour weeks. Money is not about luxury. It's about autonomy. Part 8. Reasonable, rational. Financial decisions don't need to be perfectly rational. They need to be reasonable. For example, mathematically, it may not make sense to pay off a mortgage early if you can invest at higher returns. But for some people, debt-free living means peace of mind, and that's priceless. Money isn't a math test. It's a life test. Lesson: stop chasing perfect. Chase peace of mind. Part 9. Save money, the forgotten skill. Here's the simplest but most ignored truth. The only way to build wealth is to consistently save money. Not every dollar saved will compound into millions, but every dollar wasted is gone forever. Remember this: rich people often look ordinary because wealth is invisible. You can't see a big bank account. You can only see fancy cars, which often belong to people drowning in debt. Lesson: stop trying to look rich. Focus on being rich. Part 10. Conclusion. So, what do we take from the psychology of money? Wealth is not about IQ. It's not about spreadsheets. It's about behavior. It's about humility, patience, and discipline. If you want true wealth, be humble with luck. Be cautious with risk. Start early and compound. Save consistently. Define enough. Use money to buy freedom, not things. As Housel says, the highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. So here's my challenge for you. Comment below with your definition of enough. Share one thing you'll do differently with money after watching this masterclass. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing book breakdowns. Don't forget to follow, subscribe. Let's grow this channel by sharing the link. See you in the next post. Enjoy your day.